here and now is considered day 10. At least the recording says it. I like how I get slightly tired at any time I start streaming this, recording this. Like I gave myself a whole hour to make sure I was awake. Alright. Let's do this. I rise from the couch, pulling the spare blanket off. The pains let me sleep on the couch, but at some point Olivia must have dragged herself from her room to join me. As I try my best to get up without waking her, I pull out my phone to check the time. It's about the same time I normally wake up. I'm kind of impressed with my own inner clock. You awake, son? I jump as Randy makes his presence known behind me. His hands idly button up a floor shirt as he motions ahead towards the unconscious Gator lying on the couch. Guessing he has the early shift. She wasn't there when I went to sleep. Don't worry, not accusing you. Damien's already up and the kitchen's got cereal. Don't be late for school. I nod in response, taking a few moments to put my jacket and glasses on before heading to the kitchen. Even if I don't remember where it was, it wouldn't be hard to find. Damien's busy slurping honey oats like a jet engine. Oh, Inko, you hungry? Before I even reply, the Duffalosaurus jumps out of his chair and makes for a near cabinet. Procuring another bowl of food which he slides across the table. Thanks. Most important meal of the day, man. Eat up. He gestures to the half-gallon of milk and the box of cereal on the table. I take a seat across from David and pour myself a bowl. Normally I skip breakfast on the counter. Getting upset stomach during PE. Then again, that couldn't be my PTSD with the burrito talking. With the spoon in hand, I get a scoop of cereal and begin eating. You know, as far as cereal goes, it's a little bland. If I had to guess, they'd probably avoid any of the colorful sugar-filled cereals to prevent Vinny from bouncing off the walls. More than he usually does at least. I continue enjoying my bowl of cereal with less ferocious haste than Damien. It's not long before we're both done and Damien stands up without any intent on cleaning the bathroom floor. This should be getting here any minute now, so we can wait outside. Sounds good. I take the time to rinse off our dishware in the sink before anything else. Damien looks a little guilty as he realizes what I'm doing. Finally, with breakfast dealt with, we got ready to head outside into the cold, harsh world. As I grab my backpack by the couch, I take one more glance at my slumbering girlfriend. She's taken up the entire couch now, the blanket we shared falling away as she spreads out into the spot I was just at. Should I give her a kiss goodbye? Or maybe fix the blanket for her? Alrighty, you just got it. You actually just got here. Leave me alone. Her brows crunches up, and I can see the goosebumps spreading on her arms. Leaning down, I take the edge of the blanket and bring it back over. As I turn away from her, something catches my wrist. It's Olivia's hand. With a blurry eye full sleep, she looks at me silently, asking me to say it. Oh, Liz here. His words make Olivia tighten her grip. Painfully tight. Hey, I'll be back tonight, okay? She fights to stay awake with her eyes fluttering and hand grip warning. Olivia. Promise. My hand adjusts the blanket again. Promise. I think she accepts that as she lets herself slump back onto the couch. Inga, sorry, had to do something. Damien holds himself and charges into the cold right to the car. She flung the passenger door open just in time for him to leap in and close it again. I got one last look at Olivia before I shut the door and hurried out as well. This scene is very reminiscent. Oh man, the car is nice and warm. Morning, Inko. You really stayed the whole night? Liz started down the road towards the school. Morning, yeah, I don't want to be alone in the snow. Is that why you smell like Damien's deodorant? His clothes look pretty raggy by now too. Shut up. I have to get a shower and fresh change of clothes as soon as possible. Damien and Liz keep the conversation moving and my mind starts to wander. Man, poor Olivia, who knows when the replacement chair is coming in. Could be anywhere from a few days to weeks. And she's just going to be stuck home the whole time, while I still need to go to school. It won't be the same. We won't get to be together in art class, in art room after school. All alone, just studying, making fun of my bad grades. Just the two of us. Man, wait till Lakins find out we're. Oh, dang. Well, I guess he knows by now, Liz. Man, I really won't be the same. Yo, Inka, you good? Seems pretty down all of a sudden. I'll be fine. I appreciate you guys really. This has been the best school year of my life so far. So thanks for being my friends. Hey, you're cool too. What this up? Oh my god, I can't even speak words again, Damien. This last school year has been pretty special. Hanging out with you guys so much has changed in such a short amount of time. Even if things are shaky right now, it's really been worth it. I have hopes for what comes next. Me too, Liz. Silence falls over the car as Liz takes off. Damien's hand is only occasionally swatting away the radio knob as we all sit in companionable silence. It's nice taking a defect city group to school. At school, the atmosphere is undeniably different. It's as talkative and as rowdy as ever, but there's less of it. I don't know, maybe it's just my mind playing me. There's less color as well, like it's been drained just a bit. The layer of snow blankets everything outside is practically to blame, partially to blame. Man, I was looking forward to making a snowman this year. Maybe I'll be feeling it later. Sully was as stern as ever in his class. Whether it's just that he doesn't care, or his own form of respect is beyond me. But his hat was on just a little tighter than normal today. Man, too many feelings today. Moping isn't going to get me anywhere. I'm halfway to second period when the question of Lincoln's replacement strikes me. Will we just be getting a few days off? There's no way they can just find a new teacher on such short notice. Class is probably going to be on hold for a while. His name is still on the doorplate when I enter. Inside, many students chatter with each other normally, some nervously glancing up at the teacher's desk. I take my normal seat by the vacant desk Olivia would normally be stationed. Period's gonna suck without her. Looks like all I got to look forward to today is lunch with Damien and Liz. Man, the whole day is gonna just drag on. I want to go back to Olivia. And an unfamiliar woman in a suit walks in, clipboard in hand. She nods at all of us and starts reading mechanically from some script. The substitute tries her best, but there's only so much you can get done on your first day on such short notice, and with just some papers to read out. Her tone doesn't help, drawn out and empty, and I feel myself losing focus. I look down at my half-taken notes. Shoot, Liver would probably kill me if she kneel. The substitute looks at the class phone in frustration as she walks over to answer its call. They both mumble back and forth for a few seconds before we got an inker clogged Cheeto in the class. I raise my hand. The substitute thumbs towards the door. Office called. You're wanted. Weird. What would the office want with me? My footsteps echo on the hard, cold tile on the way to the principal's office. I heard once that they made the halls to the faculty office longer on purpose to scare you. Although they may just be some form of an old comic strip. The effect was there, however, as each of my reverberating steps sent spikes of unease through my core. When I finally stood before the principal's office, the feeling of unease peaked. Oh, that'll explain why. Suddenly, I opened the door and inched myself inside. The principal was sitting behind her disorganized desk, blanketed with numerous sheets. And between me and her, Mia and Ben, looking back at me from their own chair. You wanted to see me, Principal Scaler? Ah, yes, Mr. Nito. There's some matter we need to discuss. She motions to the third chair in front of her. I take a seat as I instructed next to Ben, who more or less acting as a personal barrier between me and Mia. Mr. McKnight has informed me that there was an incident between you and Miss Murate earlier this month, one in which school property was severely damaged. Yeah, it was near the start of the month, so why now? I look at Ben and Mia. I'm sorry, there were more pertinent issues at the time, Inko. I had to keep pushing this back to handle things like the adult paperwork and an excessively heavy breath leaved Mr. Skillet's mouth. You should have given me the report from this as soon as it happened. Miss Gator looked at Brad as he frowned. This needs to be resolved by the end of the day, Benjamin. Her tired eyes turned my way. Please, so that we can finish this as soon as possible. While she spoke, my focus was on Mia, and the smile that crept across her face. Well, what Miss Morita has told me, it was you who instigated it in the first place. Care to explain? What? But Pascala, Mia was the one who. We're aware that. Dang it. I need a mouse. We're aware what she called the damage Mercedes. Uh-oh. Hmm. The older woman leaned forward with the pen and paper in hand. What we need to know is how this incident happened in the first place. I think we should hear Mia's side of the story first. Oh, you son of a... Since she was the one inadvertently caused the damage after all. Just can't have a normal day, man. The red skull girl nods, holding out her hand as she begins. Why does she need to hold out her hand, bruh? Miss Gillis, I was just trying to talk to Olivia that day, when out of nowhere Inko shows up and starts getting on my case. I was trying to tell him that me and Olivia were just working on a project when, bam, he just whipped out his camera and blinds me with it. That's definitely not how that works. What? Did she slap herself in the face with the tail mounted glitter ball? And because I couldn't see, I kept running into things, even knocking things over. I didn't mean to do that. First of all, that doesn't explain how you end up outside the classroom. That's flawed. I know I have a temper, and trust me, Ben's been helping me work on it, but you can't blame me for going around like a headless chicken. She can't be serious. I look to the principal and see that she's just listening to her lies right through her teeth. And this ain't even the first time he's done this. I tried to talk to Olivia back in September and he pulled her away. I swear he's been out for me ever since the first day of school. It's the first day of school and he called him out. Crazy. Mr. Keller, that's. My jaw slapped shut bitterly as the principal denies me the chance to defend myself. Her eyes turned downward to the practical stacks of paper on top of her desk carefully, scanning one page and flipping to the next. The silence of the room is unnerving as she flips through the pages after pages, finally breaking the silence by clearing her throat. Now, Mr. Nito, you can give me your side of the incident. Taking a deep breath, I reiterate what Olivia and I have told our former art teacher back when he had saved us from the blonde bitch currently glaring daggers at me. From the moment Mia took Olivia away, to finding them in the classroom, to when she slapped herself in the face with the glitter-covered poster. However, I decided to stretch the truth about why Mia was in the classroom with Olivia and only mention that she was harassing her. The last thing Olivia needs is to be interviewed about her own involvement in all this. I did my best to remain collected, but recalling everything that happened reminds me of how Mr. Lakins had always tried to look out for us. My throat dried out as I continued on in spite of my flattering voice. By the time I finally got to the end, I sounded more like a squeaking hinge than a person. Mr. Nitsa? Principal Skeller's words brought me back from my memories and into the room. Mia was sneering at me. Ben's brow would knitted together in worry. And the principal? Thank you, that's all I need to hear. She moves from around her desk and a sheet of paper she had been looking over in her hands once more. The principal stands directly in front of us now with an unreadable expression. In addition to the report itself are Lankins left behind, his accounts of what happened. In it, he describes Mia's action as openly hostile and intentional, action that were only interrupted once he used. There are sighs in astonishment. Once he used the Easteras taser. However, it seems Lincoln left some things out of his report. There's no motive for anything that happened, no matter who was at fault. I'm not sure why he'd leave something like this out, but as it stands, there are far too many unknowns here for my liking. Now, I would like to give the benefit of the doubt, especially at a time like this, but given the extent of destruction and the previous, man, she's struggling, man. Besides, making a big deal out of this during an audit isn't going to look good for the school. I'm finding it hard to believe your intentions here is completely professional, Mr. McKnight. He froze like a deer in headlights. Skylar grumbles to herself, placing a hand on her head while we all await the verdict. I feel bad for her. Between the mountains of paper and half a dozen mugs on her desk, it's easy to tell she's overworked. It would bring me no greater relief than to have you expelled and out of my hands. Unfortunately, I don't have the time or energy to deal with that. Mia, you're suspended for 3 days and I'm making your record again. But if you three don't mind, leave my office can be. He doesn't even look up at us. I turn towards Ben, who looks both scared and relieved, and Mia, who looks positively overjoyed. He practically skips out the office without another word, leaving both Ben and I to stare blankly for a few seconds. Another glare from Scalar sends us both out of the room one instinct. Seriously, that's it. It's all hits me at once. She's just getting to walk away. After everything she did to Olivia, she gets the equivalent of a slap on the wrist. I watch as we happily stroll down the hall at a good distance ahead. That. Inko, are you okay? I'm okay. What the hell are you thinking? On top of everything else between our teacher dying and what Olivia's going on. But this has not taken half of me. But God, and Olivia, she's crashed her wheelchair, she's together. She can't barely leave the room, let alone hide. And you're over here playing games over there. Treat your personal drama like a school child. Are you? Because here are you dragging me halfway across the school so that crazy bitch can use me as a scapegoat. I just was pointing. And you're helping her or being her lawyer. Holy shit, dude. I used to have a surgery. Look, it's not like that. Then how is it? It's hard to say. You know what? I'm already trained. I don't have the answer. Nobody's actually children. My withering glare does the job and fed me like to be back. Look man, it's just best for you for looking for this. I can't believe this. Now I know why Olivia hates me. I feel like cruel satisfaction as my words slash at Ben. His face glowing more distraught. Get your shit together, man. I turn to leave and get away from her. Inko, please, you don't understand. Yeah, I don't. I really don't. Just listen to me, okay? No. With nothing else left to say, I leave without bothering to look back. By now, it's about lunchtime, meaning I can hang out with Damien and Liz. Definitely needed after all this. After school, I took the metro back home to shower and put on some new clothes. As it turns out, my parents really were on a business trip for the weekend, as indicated by the sticky note on the fridge. Randy opened the front door to let me in. Ah, there you are. Damien mentioned that you would come over later. Hey, Randy. Hey, Inko, I was wondering if you wouldn't mind shoveling the snow off the driveway where you can. Man, that was so quick. Why everyone making me do slave work? Well, I guess I have to do it. Not much of a choice. Would really appreciate it. I'll even pay you a couple bucks for it. I'll say less. No need for payment, sir, as thanks for letting me come unannounced again. Thanks a bunch, really. As Randy leaves, I collapse onto the couch and let my head rest against the comforter. That whole thing with Randy really took a lot out of me. The weight of my heavy thoughts dragged my head sideways until I see Olivia's bedroom door. My eyes linger there as I consider giving up to see her or just giving her some time to come out. She has to know I'm here now, right? She probably does. She also probably wouldn't want to do her silly knee walk thing again. I wouldn't. I wonder how mad she'd be if I caught it on camera. A presence stand cuts off my view before sitting right next to me. Hey, you're right, Inky. You were kinda out of it at lunch. For a moment I considered telling Damien about what happened, but honestly the last thing I want to do is bring up that sort of drama into what I consider a safe haven. Yeah, I'm alright, Damien. Just had a rough time at school and I was hoping to take my mind off of it. That was pretty understandable, I mean. What's with everything that's been going on and on? If only you knew, man. In an attempt to cover me, Damien passed my shoulder. Tell you what, I'll finish out my homework and then we can chill over a game of rock, ring, or something. That sounds good. Yeah, that sounds great. Sweet. stomach's aflutter with butterflies as I get up from the couch. My bedroom is just a couple steps away, and each one stirs butterflies before. Once I reach it, I feel I'm in the shadows of colossal monolith. Honestly, I better start working on that stove from now. Come on, Echo, you just gotta knock. Damn it, arm, look up. Stop shaking. Knock, knock. I'm awake, Uncle Randy. Oh, it's me, Olivia. I heard a quiet shuffling before Olivia speaks out more loudly this time. Inca? Yeah, are you okay? Like, decent? Like, damn you, Brett. Can I come in? Yeah, just watch your stuff. Watch my stuff. My hands are still shaking as I make contact with the dog. With a deep, calming breath, the butterflies finally start moving slowly down. Finally start slowing down, and I'm able to push the door open. And see blackness. Olivia? The room is extremely dark. The only source of light is coming from the treatment. I have to take my sunglasses off and attempt to see through the darkness better. Olivia, what the heck happened here? Why is it so dark? I might got Olivia shape her bed. No reason. Just been playing games all day in the dark. Thought it would be fun. Well, I'm turning on the light. No, don't. You'll ruin it. Like, the room flickers to life. Olivia's bed has been rearranged into a nest of blankets with her in the middle. She lies curled on her side with multiple old sheet books and loose papers piled around her. Quite the setup. Hi. Hey, well, that's cute, but how did it get so dark? Olivia's weakly shields herself under her covers. Is this paint, Olivia? Did you paint over your window? Yes. Yes, I did, and I'm proud of it. Why would you go and do that? The light coming in offended my blackened heart, and my windows became a canvas into a new darkness in my life. I am now my own greatest artwork, a living piece of despair. Oh, after Jesus. Olivia, you're not a living art exhibit. You got sad and painted your windows black. It's a performance piece. Now turn the lights back off. Not happening. I go and I sit by her on her bed. She leans up a little, offering a spot closer to her. Hey, you okay? I don't know. I take the spot, feeling the bed sink beneath me. Olivia takes the blanket she's wrapped in and follows them up higher on herself. What's all this paper for? Nothing, they're all for nothing. Come on, you know what I mean. I pick up a torn cover of a notebook and see that it's dated for 3 years ago. Have you been looking through all these all day? Her head bobs in a weak nod. There sure is a lot. That's not enough. I should have done more. Her teeth clenches when an involuntary hiccup escapes her. God. I may as well just forget all of it. It's all useless. It crushes me to see her like this, but maybe getting her to talk about it will help her just a bit. I'd like to hear more. Olivia sniffles the bed and reaches out. It reaches a hand out, grasping in the air towards one of the pages in front of her. I lean forward to bring it closer. There's a soft, whistling sigh, while her watery eyes scan over the page. Yeah. See this one? Her hand shakily pokes through her blanket cocoon, landing on the crumpled paper of a highly detailed poem. Then again, he sketched that for me to show me how he draws hands. I see it. It definitely is work. It is, isn't it? I never would have gone anywhere without him. Now, I watch her bite back the urge to zero. Hell, I probably wouldn't have stuck with art in here. I wanted him to be there when I made it. Made it? Yeah, made it across the finish line. Well, now he won't see me fail either. Her mocking laugh is hollow as she tears across her eyes. Come on, don't say that. What's this one? That one, that's from when I was struggling with form. I had to go back to the fundamentals for a bit. Sounds tough. It was tedious, but he made it fun. How about... There's a spiral dated back to her freshman year in Orange. This one. Oh, that one's embarrassing. I was really able to draw back then. I don't judge. You've seen my work. How could I? Olivia silently pages through the bound notebook, recalling a memory associated with everything. With each turn of the page, her voice grew hoarse. Words. Her hands tremble and her breaths are shortened and harsher. When she comes to a sterile white page, Olivia breaks. I draw her into a hug as she cries. The poor girl crumbles completely as her energy now going to her sorrowful wells. My own eyes sting, but I have to be sure for Olivia's sake. There's no words to her cry, only her regret and anguish giving voice in a loud scream. Those don't last, as her voice gives out and finally spills. She now left simply letting her tears flow freely onto the blanket in my jacket. The notebook that she held on tightly finally releases her tense grip, having broken the bonds and letting the page drip downward individually. I don't know what Olivia was trying to do, but once the last page had drifted back to the bed and her full body weight was pressed against my chest. If it weren't for the wall behind me, I'll be on my back held down by the tired Gator girl. With my head practically atop hers, I feel the last remembrance of her shuddering grasp. This didn't work. I'm such an idiot. Why would it? He doesn't want to think about panicking moron. Okay, plan B. I clearly can't do this alone. Hey, let's go into the living room, alright? No. Come on. It's too dark in here. How long will you keep the window like that? Forever. Come on, that can't be healthy. You need sunlight. Olivia protests by digging into my shoulder with her muzzle. Guts need sunlight too. Alongside, she knows I'm right. Promise to clean it up later. Okay. Thanks. Really, I think we should head to the living room. Will you come with me? No, I want to stay here. Please. Dang it. Okay. Can I at least pick up the movie or something from the living room? She nods and her head responds. Alright. Do you need anything else? There's some soda in the fridge. Bring some for the both of us. Alright. I move my legs over to the edge of the bed and hop off. Olivia grabs as the blanket comes up with me. Oh my god. We weren't supposed to see that. Olivia, are you right? What happened? Olivia hides her tear-marked face with her hands and chin. I try to walk. You what? Her hands drop along with her head. I don't know. With her eyes drained of life, she stared at the messy papers before her. Everything's gone. Nothing makes sense anymore. All I have is this hollow feeling. And I wasn't thinking at all, and Olivia looks at me again, eyes pleading for something. I try to remember, okay? Don't you blame me. I don't know what to say. Does it hurt? I'm fine, it just tingles. Maybe it means that still some feeling below my knee isn't that good. No, it's not. We need a first aid kit or something. It's not even that bad. hope it gets infected. Watch as Olivia gets ready to protest but finally sighs and defeats. Fine, just get it over with. I'll go get Sophia. She probably know what to know. Why not? I don't want them to know, right? Olivia, I'm not a doctor, okay? I can't even remove the splinters without screaming everything out. Olivia casts her look aside. Man, she's not intending to follow up on this at all. Be right back, okay? Olivia softly nods. With haste, I quietly leave the room to search for anything that might be around. After rummaging through the house for the cabinet freezer, I managed to find an ice pack, a first aid kit, and a needle liquid. Damon's not around. He's probably in his room still. Alright, this should be hopefully it. He should hopefully be in. I returned to find Olivia exactly where I left her. First aid kit is placed on the bed next to her. Olivia averts her gaze away from me as I tend to her. Grabbing the needle lithium, I squeeze a drop of medical cream while the intravenous spreads in. Then I apply the ice pack to the wound and wrap the whole thing up with guzzling, making sure not to make it too tough. Although my work is clumsy, it takes 3 or 4 tries and maybe 10 minutes to cure. Alright, I think that should do it. Let me know if it's too good. I look up to see Olivia still looking away from me, giving her best protein expression. I know you don't like being taken care of, but I don't want you to care. Yeah, well, it's still weird. I place a gentle hand on the side of her snout, gently coaxing her to look back at me. Feeling better? She still tries to look annoyed, even as I use my thumb to caress her cheeks. Eventually, at last, her defenses fall, and a faint, pained smile forms across her face as she nestles further into my hand. Yeah, but good. With that taken care of, I finally breathe a sigh of relief. Now to figure out the next issue. The salon. I had to get her to the living room. She's definitely not going to do her silly neat walk. Not with how. Dang it! Why do I keep on multi-clicking? She's definitely not going to do her silly knee walk, not with how her knees currently look, but the world's largest grape. That left only one real option. Forgive me, legs, for what you're about to go through. With the utmost care, I slowly stride into the living room with Olivia in my arms. I can feel her claws digging into my back of my jacket and her tail bumping against my leg. Getting through her door was a struggle, but Olivia coaches me through it and even shuts the door with her tail. Damien lies on the couch engrossed in some pain. He turns to see us at the side of Olivia closing the door. Hey, there you guys are. Vinny waves from the recliner. Viv, Inky. He must have gotten home while I was bandaging Olivia's leg. Hey guys. Why are you carrying her like that? My wheelchair is busted, remember? I know, but you always like to scoot around on your knees. For the moment, Olivia and I lock eyes, not knowing how to answer. Inky just... Whoa, my bad. Yes, Inky, for all that. Inky's just helping Liv, that's all then. Oh, thank goodness he caught on. And cause they're practicing, right? Something like that. Damien moves his legs to make room for Olivia. Well, have a seat, so what's up? I sat her down on the couch. Just wanted to be out here for a while, get some extra company. For sure. Well, I'm just wiping the floor with Vinny in War Club 4am. Here. He's not. Might switch over to something else soon if this War Fest doesn't end. Wanna give it a shot? The comment is directed at Olivia. It ricochets to me when he doesn't get a response. Well, I don't play video games much, sure. Come on, Olivia, I need a mentor.